Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. Guess what? We're going to be talking about films that haven't even arrived yet. Films that haven't even opened. That's right, it's my most anticipated top 10 films of the year 2023. So let's find out what they're going to be. Okay, again, like I did with the 2022 countdown, I've left a gap here so I can just slap some posters because there's no physical media, is there, for 2023? So I've got my little list here. Let's go through my anticipated films of 2023. Okay, so there is one outside of the top 10. I wanted to include it, but I've already got 10 that are in the list. So I'll just say in 11th position, just outside of top 10, is Ghostbusters. Yes, this is the follow-up to Ghostbusters Afterlife, which was a fantastic film. Really looking forward to seeing the cast back and what they do, and if the young cast come back. And Firehouse, I believe, Ghostbusters Firehouse, I think it's called. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what we've got coming up for that. So that's just outside of my top 10. But number 10 on my list is a film that I didn't think we were going to get. I never foresaw it coming, and kind of surprised me when I found out that they were actually making another film. Expendables 4. I know, with Sylvester Stallone and Jason Statham. Really enjoyed all the Expendables films. Of course, we're not going to get some of the other characters coming back. You know, we're not going to get Bruce Willis. We're not having Harrison Ford, Arnold Schwarzenegger, people like that, unless they're uncredited as cameos. But we've got a whole host of new action heroes coming in. So I'm really looking forward to Expendables 4, just to see what they do with it. And yeah, that's my number 10th position. Okay, talking of Sylvester Stallone, he's actually absent from this film. This is Creed 3. So yes, this is Michael B. Jordan's return to the role of Adonis Creed. And this is like a standalone film for him to prove that it doesn't need to rely on the Rocky history to succeed. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where the family is going, what new threat he's got. And it looks good from the trailer. So Creed 3 is my number 9th position. Number 8 on my list is coming out very soon. I believe less than 2 months, I think. Is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah, always been a fan of the actual Ant-Man films. Love the Ant-Man films. This one's going to be more into the quantum universe and probably less Earth time. So really looking forward to it. We've got Michelle Pfeiffer back. We've got, you know, Michael Douglas, and it's going to be a rip-roaring ride. It is. I'm probably going to see this hopefully in IMAX 3D when it opens. But that's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, number 8 on my list. Number 7, it feels like we've been waiting for the second part of this film for quite a while. It's Dune Part 2. Yeah, really looking forward to returning to this universe. I actually really enjoyed the original David Lynch film, although it was a bit corny and a bit cheesy. But this film, this was a masterpiece on so many levels visually. And the characters are just fantastic, you know, with Timothée Chalamet. Yeah, so Zendaya is back, and maybe Jason Momoa and some of the other characters. So Dune Part 2, it's going to be a big screen one. It's going to be an IMAX, definitely. So looking forward to watching that. That's number 7 on my list. Number 6 is the next big Christopher Nolan film. I've recently seen the new trailer, which is kind of haunting and kept me on the edge of the seat. And that's just from the trailer alone. It's Oppenheimer, the story of building a bomb, of course. And this stars Cillian Murphy, and I think it's going to be a really good one. And unlike the last Christopher Nolan film, I think this one's going to make sense. Yeah, so that's number 6. Number 5 on my list probably doesn't enter many people's top lists. It's the Marvels. That's right, we've got the return of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, plus we also have Ms. Marvel from the Disney Plus show as well. I've never had any problem with Captain Marvel. I've always really enjoyed the film. I love the look of it. I thought Brie Larson did a great job in the role. I know some people don't agree, but that's perfectly fine. You know, we can all have different decisions. Also, Captain Marvel has always had a special place in my heart. It was the very last film I ever saw with Mama Bowman at the cinema. And of course, we loved Goose. Yeah, we had a ginger cat ourselves that passed away sadly. So me and Mama Bowman loved the film for Goose. Whether or not Goose makes some kind of appearance in the second film, who knows? Probably not. But I do have a special place for Captain Marvel, and I'm really looking forward to revisiting, you know, the Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel universe. Okay, so number 4 on my list. Dun, 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 dun. That's right, it can only be one thing. It's Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. That means we've got to wait a whole year for Part 2. Yes, Tom Cruise back. The thing with Mission Impossible films, like the Fast and Furious films, they get better with age. So from like Fast and Furious 5 onwards, it got better. Well, maybe exception of 9. But with Mission Impossible, it just got better and better and better. Mission Impossible Fallout was a fantastic action adventure movie, one of the best action films of all time. And I can see Dead Reckoning doing that. I've seen a few of the stunts, the trailer. It's going to be an absolute action fest. It's going to be a blast. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a year for the second film. Bloody hell. But that's my number 4th position, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Number 3 on my list is the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, Volume 3, welcoming back Star-Lord, Gamora, you know, Drax, Rocket, I Am Groot, all the familiar characters. Having recently watched the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special a few times, 2 times, really enjoying it. It shows you that you miss these characters. They did make an appearance, you know, in Thor: Love and Thunder, but they were only in it for 5 minutes, and I was disappointed with that. But I'm really looking forward to watching them in their 3rd outing, probably final outing. So I think this one could be a bit emotional, but I can't wait to get back into the film, you know, into the series and watch the Guardians of the Galaxy on the big screen again. Next on my list of most anticipated films of 2023, I'm gonna need a gun. That's right, it's John Wick Chapter 4. We've waited so long for John Wick Chapter 4. I love every single one of the films. Absolutely love every single one of them. The 3rd film, I don't think Lulu and Claire liked that much, but it's Keanu Reeves, it's John Wick. You can't get better, you know. It's just going to be an absolute blast. An absolute blast. So I'm looking forward to watching John Wick Chapter 4. I will be watching that one at the cinema with Lulu and Claire. We will do one of our reviews as we've done with the previous films. But yeah, it's going to be a kick-ass ride. So looking forward to watching that. Okay, so my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2023 is the same as my most anticipated movie of 2022. It's just that it got moved back a year. Yep, the man with the hat is back. That's right, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Sometimes in your life, you wait so long for a character to return, and it just brings back all those childhood memories. Yes, we had Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Yes, it wasn't as successful as everybody hoped it was, and it's not as classic as the first 3 films, but it's still a good adventure. There's still some great dialogue, some great characters in there, and it's a good adventure ride, even though the CGI can be a bit ropey. So to hear that Indiana Jones was coming back for one final outing, even though Harrison Ford is about 80, I could not believe it. I am so excited for this film. We have the score from John Williams, obviously not directed by Steven Spielberg this time, but we've got the man behind Logan. So I've got confidence this is going to be a really good film. And it all centres around the 1969 space program. But I think we're also going to get a throwback in there to like the Nazis in the 40s, as you can see in the trailer, with some like unbelievable CGI de-aging. So I'm really looking forward to watching that. I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge is going to be good in the film as Marcus's daughter, a granddaughter rather. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. That's my top film of the year. I don't think anything else can touch it. So there we go. That's my most anticipated movies of 2023. I forgot I was going to say 2022 then. Yes, 2023. So what are your most anticipated movies of the coming year? Stick down in the comments your top 3. I'd like to see what your top 3 most anticipated movies are. And like the video by giving it some thumbs up. Blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And I know this sounds a bit corny, but I'll see you at the movies.